I'm recording this with a webcam because my camera is down and, fuck this, fuck that. At least I have a microphone that works well and the webcam isn't that bad, so whatever. Yeah, so today I'd like to talk about food. Because I got a really long comment with a few questions of what Poles eat, and I would like to talk about it and respond to the comment in a video because it's really complex. So the comment is written by JMS and it goes like this. Hello Marta. I don't even know how to pronounce my own name in English, but never mind. What would be a typical lunch for an office worker in Łódź? Okay, the first thing that I need to tell you guys is that Poland has a different system of eating. We eat at different hours than, for example, people in the UK. I think our system is closer to the Italian one because we eat. I can't even say if this is a lunch or a dinner that we eat in the middle of the day, because we mostly eat the biggest and like the midday meal at 3 p.m. So considering the time, it's lunch, but considering the amount of food, it's more like dinner. So we pretty much eat dinner at 3 p.m. around 3 p.m. Sometimes it can be even 1 p.m. Or 5 p.m. It can be it's just various. It depends on what life looks like for each person. So a typical day for a Polish person is breakfast in the morning, then we have a second breakfast. We call it second breakfast because it's not really lunch, because it's something you can carry with you to work or to school, so like a sandwich or sometimes even a banana or an apple and a yogurt. So yeah, that's the second breakfast. Then we have the midday meal, so let's say it's dinner, and then in the evening, like I don't know, 7 p.m. or something, we eat supper. And supper is pretty much like a reversed breakfast, because we pretty much can eat the same thing for breakfast and supper. And I remember when I was like 9, I would eat cereal both for breakfast and supper. Good times. An office worker, wow. If someone works at an office, they mostly have a cafeteria in there, so they just eat dinner or lunch or whatever you call it at work, and they have a small spectrum of things to choose from, and it can be either chicken or fish or a big sandwich or I don't know, or some kind of pasta with something, or like patties or pierogies. I don't know, I don't even know. I don't work at an office, but I think it's like that. Yeah, I guess. And if an office worker is for just a typical Pole, like an average person who just has a random job, then I think it really depends on many things, but the things you eat are mostly like, well, in many cases it's meat, a lot of meat, any kind of patties or chops or anything like that, or something with pasta, and definitely potatoes. There gotta be potatoes, man. Even though I don't like potatoes that much. I don't know what's the thing about potatoes. Potatoes are meh. When someone your age eats at a Sunday afternoon party at someone's house, that doesn't really happen very often to me, because my family is scattered all over the country. Maybe not all over, but in many places of the country, and I don't see them that often. But when that happens, it's mostly like a holiday dinner, or just a very rare dinner that I have at my boyfriend's parents' house. So then the same thing really. And when it comes to like dinner parties and like celebration dinners, mostly the meal is a bit bigger, so it's first soup, any kind of soup, and then you get a second meal that is of course potatoes with like meat and some salad or something like that. But I am a bit problematic with that, but maybe let's save it for the rest of this video for a different question of this comment. What is a typical Saturday morning leisurely breakfast? Well, I have leisurely Saturday breakfasts with my boyfriend mostly, but we just eat cereal. It's no different from any other breakfast I have. If he doesn't have cereal, then we have like sandwiches or something. So it's just a typical breakfast. No different from any other breakfasts in the week. But I know that many people, well, they have more time to prepare breakfast on Saturdays or Sundays. So they have like pancakes or something, but I don't think I've ever had pancakes for breakfast. Pancakes in Poland are more a supper thing or even dinner thing or lunch. So yeah, not really a breakfast thing. I'm referring those questions to me personally and sometimes maybe to people I know, but you know, referring it to me is the most simple for me, obviously. So I don't know, if you want me to do more research on it, then let me know. But I am just referring this to me and my closest surroundings as like average Polish people, I think. I don't know. Maybe I am not an average Polish person. I'm not sure. But yeah, the last question is, what are my favorite foods? Wow, that'll be probably long. So okay. So first of all, I need to tell you that I am a pesco vegetarian, which means that from meat I only eat fish. Yeah, I know, hypocrite, go vegan shit. So that's the point where I'm a bit problematic with dinners, because mostly at dinner parties I just get fish. And the soup is mostly for me to eat, but not always, because Polish people very often make soups on meat, but never mind. So yeah, when it comes to my favorite foods, they are mostly not Polish, because most of Polish food is contains meat, and mostly a lot of meat. But there are alternatives, first of all, and second of all, well, I'm really into Italian food, not really Polish food. So, because I really like pasta. Any kind of pasta with any kind of sauce, especially tomato, is just fine with me. Or pizza. Yeah. So, when it comes to Polish foods, my favorites would be two kinds of pierogis, which is pierogis with spinach and Russian pierogis that are probably not very Polish because they're Russian apparently. But yeah, and Russian pierogis are, well, the filling of Russian pierogis is made from potatoes, white cheese, and onion. So when you tell the recipe, it sounds really gross, but it's delicious, at least for me. But there are many people who just despise Russian pierogis. I also like a meal that is very common in Poland, and it can either be made with meat or without. It's called lecho. It's this kind of veggie soup. You pretty much put any vegetables that you have with some tomato sauce, let's say, and well, mostly it's also meat, but it's not really necessary. And I just recently found out that it's a Hungarian meal. Good to know. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things to eat. And when it comes to breakfast, well, anything I learn about the US and American culture is pretty much taken from TV series, movies, and The Sims. So some things I think are real can just be very rare and can just be some stereotypes. So there's this thing that apparently Americans do when they have more time, well, for a leisurely Saturday breakfast, really, that you guys either have pancakes or waffles for breakfast. And waffles is something I really envy of you guys because I am a fangirl of waffles. I love them. Probably because I don't eat them that often, because waffles are a thing that you like eat on vacations. Like there are those fast food sheds or something that you can that you can get waffles in. So waffles are not really a breakfast thing for us, more for supper or dessert. And there are, even though waffles are not that common and popular, there are those things as waffle toasters. And they are especially made for waffles, that you put the dough into a toaster, you close it, and it bakes inside it. And yeah, and I don't own one myself. I will definitely one day. But I know a lot of people who do own it, and they still don't eat waffles that often. I guess it's just a lot of work, because like ready-made waffles are not really a very common thing in stores. They are there. You can buy them, but they are also pricey, so it's, well, not many people really can afford to eat waffles a few times a week, those ready-made especially. So, well, maybe we're just lazy. So yeah, so waffles are not really a breakfast thing for us, and I really would like them to be, because I love them. Yeah, when it comes to like smaller things I like to eat, I would go with bananas, definitely. Bananas are the best. I really like fruit in general, except pineapples, I guess. But yeah, I really like bananas, but like only bananas. Just pure bananas. Nothing of banana taste, everything of banana taste. Maybe juice is not that bad, but anything else of banana taste is the worst. And bananas with chocolate, no. Bananas with Nutella, nope. Just bananas. Oh, I also really like fish, but mostly tuna, really. That's the only reason, and salmon as well. But I could live without salmon, and I couldn't live without tuna, and that's the only thing that makes me eat fish still. I just cannot get over it. Impossible. Too delicious. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Sorry if the quality wasn't too good. At least I have the microphone, so you can hear me well, I hope. Yeah, so I hope that answers your questions, JMS. And if you guys have any more questions in this topic, or any other topic really, feel free to write a comment, write me an email, or a Facebook message on my Facebook page, or tweet to me or something. Anything really. I read everything, so if you don't mind this quality, I would actually consider using the webcam more often, because my camera goes down like every 5 minutes. Maybe not 5, but I'll make one video and it dies, so yeah, I need to buy an additional battery, I guess, if I ever have money again. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, just go for it and ask me. So as always, remember to subscribe and like, comment, and if you like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye. I'm fine.